having more up days than down days. We had Sridhar Shivram earlier in the day, and we'll try and make you hear his views on what's happening and what his view on PSU banks is. But let me first get in our experts on the show. Ajit Mishra, SVP Research at Religare Broking, and Avinash Gorakshekhar is Director of Research at Profit Mart Securities, joining us on the show. Gentlemen, both of you, thank you so much for taking the time out and being with us. Ajit, let's start with you. And how do you look at the day's trade today? Started off well after a very strong day yesterday, but has cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, good afternoon, Neeraj. So Neeraj, this is something that we have been observing for quite some time now, that alternate day of move means one day you are seeing that markets gaining traction with the help of some of these select index measures. The next day we are taking a breather due to the underperformance of banking. Today, we feel that just ahead of the RBI meet, market taking its own time, to consolidate. The good part is that Nifty, at least we are seeing that index has been holding 20 EMA for quite some time. And barring banking, the rest of the other sectors, they are, witnessing rotational buying, in every alternate day. So, index, I feel that still we have multiple resistance to cross, that the major hurdle is still around 22,150. Until we break that, zone decisively, I doubt that there will be any meaningful up move. So consolidation tone is likely to continue is what charts are indicating, at least in the near future. But since the tone is on the positive side, one can continue with buy on dips as long as we are holding about 21,600.
Dips, as long as we respect 21,600, that's the technical view. Avinash, two consumption earnings that I want your view on. Britannia, it opened the gap up in today's day of trade.
Yeah, that's right, Amina. So, in fact, in this entire underperformance that we're seeing in the banking, the PSUs are on the different trajectory altogether. We are seeing the index making a record high. And the laggards, which were not participating in earlier, with every passing day, we are seeing 20-30% kind of a move in some of these names. So, but now I feel that slightly overheated, especially some of these names like UCO, IOB, and all. So, within the PSU pack, SBI is one candidate wherein we still see stability and the kind of move that we are seeing with volumes today. We expect still we have a room of around 5 to 8% in the current levels. So SBI is the only candidate in case if somebody is looking for any fresh bet before the RBI policy, and 650 should be a stop if we are planning any trading in a position.
Avinash, EIH, 18% gains in trade.
Yeah, so a kind of consolidation that we are seeing. So barring banking, media are the sectors which one should be focusing on. And IT, in pharma, metals is something that we are recommending to our clients. So both the recommendations are from those preferred sectors. So first one is HCL Tech. So it's the outperformer within the large cap IT basket, and the stock is trading at the record highs. In fact, we have a fresh consolidation breakout in HCL. And this pause that we are seeing today is in a buying opportunity in case if you missed the chance earlier. So 1590 should be a stop if we are planning any fresh trade in HCL, with 1670 being the target area. And another stock that we like from the metal space, the steel-related counters, they have done exceptionally well, especially the PSU's name. And now we are seeing the same momentum cascading to the private players. So JSW Steel, after this recent correction, it has formed a strong base around 800 mark, and now we are seeing the recovery. So 880 is something that we are eyeing in a day or two, and your stock should be at 820 for the buy position.
That's two buy calls coming in, HCL Tech and JSW Steel for the short term on the charts. Just a little bit of a detour, actually not really a detour, but the broke percent higher as we see it. In the last 1 month, returns have also about 20-odd%. 6 months, it looks phenomenal. At 3568, further upside likely?
Certainly, Samina, considering the kind of volume that we are seeing today, average we usually see around 12 lakh shares trading, and today it's already crossed 50 lakhs mark now. So this shows serious interest, and the way we are ending the session, the stock around the record highs, obviously there's a possibility that we might inch toward, maybe closer to 38 or 4,000 mark. Now, for the traders at least, this one thing that they have to keep in mind if they are planning any trade is to the stock should not come below 3300 mark now, because below that it might again fizzle out and lose the momentum. So as long as we are holding above this mark, yes, one can continue to look for buying opportunity on dips.
That's the word coming in, on trend. Neeraj, you want to come on trend?
No,
It's phenomenal performance.
The number of people who are buying supposedly in Zudio and how well it's performing, right? Stocks are making a bit of a comeback, or making a strong move. Rather, comeback is a wrong term. Ajit, I'll first come to you on, let's say, Adani Green, Adani Total Gas, and a big breakout move in green in particular. Are there more legs? Do you see that on the charts?
So Neeraj, just to put you things into perspective, we have reached that mark from where we started seeing this decline. So 2000 was the level, in January 2023, and we have retested those levels. So once we surpass this zone of 2000, I feel there could be a next leg of the up move in Adani Greens, which could help the stock to again inch towards its record highs. Since we have negated the overall decline, it took us nearly over a year now. So I feel that there could be a bit of a breather, considering that it's usually the trend that once we reclaim the critical hurdles, stock or index spend some time. So there could be a possibility that we might take a breather around the 1950-2000 levels. But yeah, the tone is likely to remain positive, and the volumes indicates that 1750 should hold now. So 1750 to 2000 is something that we are eyeing, at least in the near future, could be the range. Once we cross this mark, 2000, then definitely it will be a different story altogether. So yes, you can continue to hold your longs with 1750 being the stop.
Okay. Avinash, to you, whether, either Adani Green if you have a fundamental view. If not, give me a view on, let's say, okay, and came out with good results as well, so keep that in mind. Those are a couple of ideas. The closing strategy as well from Ajit. Ajit, maybe a BTST or STBT as the case may be?
Yes, so DLF, in fact, in today's trade, we've seen a sharp breakout with volumes, and now we feel that the only resistance that we have is the record high area, which means it's going to be a multi-year high in that case. So I feel DLF still have more legs, up legs in the current levels, and with the kind of sustenance post breakout that we are seeing in the price, we believe that maybe 860, 880 is going to be the next target area. So the risk reward is still favorable. So 810 should be the stop, and one can wait for 860 to 880 levels in DLF. And apart from that, Ultratech Cement from the cement basket is finally swinging into the reaction, and the way we are closing today, there's a possibility that stock might reach as the previous swing highs close to around 10,500, 10,600 in the near future. So this is also something that one can add to their basket with the stop at 10,100.
Okay. Well, so that's the view on a couple of these BTST areas as well. DLF seems to be a common name there. So do keep BI or IOB. Would you carry home the longs?
Certainly, Neeraj, so in the life insurance space, SBI Life is one consistent name that we didn't see much participation on the downside, and in fact the stock is trading at the record highs. Today it's ending on a flat note, but the kind of consolidation that we have seen almost like a month indicates the possibility of further up move. So yes, among all these names, SBI Life is one candidate that one can definitely look at, with 1420 being the stop. And close above 1500 might result in up move towards 1650 plus zone.
Okay, gentlemen, both of you, thank you so much for taking the time out and being